Hello there, beautiful dear soul ones. This is the 7th video of a series of how to transmute and release our emotions. And this particular video is about guilt. Guilt. Even the word, just listen to that word, guilt. It's like, ugh, it really drops the heart, right? Guilt. I'm so guilty. And guilt is such a self-punishing emotion. Oh, we feel so guilty, and it's so self-punishing, and it's so self-mutilating, and having such little self-compassion and love. And really, it's a lack of self-acceptance and of self-love, because we feel so guilty about that one time we said something wrong to this person, and we usually feel guilty, so guilty about it because we haven't harmonized it. So when we walk around with guilt, it's like something we haven't harmonized, or we haven't transmuted yet, or we haven't given peace yet. So we walk around with this heavy heart of guilt, and usually it's really a self-inflicting emotion. You know, I'm a bad person, I did something bad, I don't deserve love because I feel guilt about this time. And when we're in guilt, it's actually really, it's such an ego trip, because we're so in our own mind, in our own little center of our universe. But if we want to transmute guilt, first of all, it's got to do with self-love and acceptance. We are just mere human beings. We are these imperfect, perfect beings. You know, we're full of imperfections. We are learning. This is the university of life. We're doing the best that we can in this crazy, beautiful world. You know, we are, throughout the whole of our life, like a little child, always learning and trying our best every day, anew and anew. We don't know it all. That's the point. We're growing and learning. So if we can have that understanding and that self-compassion, right, that we would for another, that, you know, we do make mistakes. Mistakes are learning opportunities. So we have these beautiful opportunities to come up, to expand, to grow, or not, or to take 2 steps back. And guilt is really taking those steps back. We want to transmute the guilt. First, love, self-acceptance, compassion. I'm just a mere human being. It's okay, you know, that I said those things. I didn't know any better. Now that I've done that once, I really feel I'm not going to do that anymore. I'm going to try my best to not do that anymore. Thankful to that opportunity to have done that. Now I know that that's not the way to do things. So guilt, first release the guilt within. And then afterwards we can have a look. Is it beneficial to bring the other person in, or the group of people that you, or the situation that you feel guilty about? If we feel guilty about something we said to someone, then perhaps it would be very beneficial to harmonize that. Open up a conversation. Tell the person, I feel guilty. I feel really bad about what I said, and, you know, that wasn't me, and I really, you know, learned from that, and it's really been sitting with me in a heavy heart, and be vulnerable and true about it. And let that person know. Because usually when we feel guilt, we may have, there sometimes may be a reason why we feel guilty. We may have inflicted some type of disharmony or pain, emotional pain, to somebody else. So if we're just like rolling around in our own guilt, it's actually a very egoistical place to be, because we're just so self-absorbed. And really the opportunity to just like harmonize it and heal it between the situation or the other person, that's stepping out and looking at the bigger picture. Wow, I'm so self-absorbed with guilt, but this person is still walking around with this pain that I inflicted. So by going out and sharing that pain, your vulnerability, your love to that person, that could help, you know, heal or harmonize that situation, that or the person's perspective. In return, that does that for you. It helps you release your guilt. It helps you harmonize the situation. Every situation is different. Perhaps you can't talk to that person, or perhaps that you can't talk to that situation. We can also release guilt by just talking to our higher sources, talking to Mother Earth, write a letter. There are many ways to release, right? Use your 6 steps. Release it, the guilt. Take responsibility, you know. You can be rolling around in guilt, being self-absorbed, or take responsibility. Yeah, I did something wrong, and don't play the victim. Ooh, I'm so guilty, I'm such a bad person. Empower yourself, and then release that. And then let's go and transmute. Where did this come from? How can we transmute it? Well, by number 1, we can go and try and harmonize the situation in person or with those persons, people. Or we can do it through song, through writing, but transmuting it and healing it. Sometimes if we go really far into the guilt, we may find that there's an old story there that may have happened when we were young. A story that we thought we weren't good enough for love. A story that we weren't, you know, brave enough. A story. There can be a story, so it's also an invitation to go deeper and find the seed of this guilt. Where does it truly come from if it goes that deep? Right? Truly, all of our emotions is just like what do you call them? Traffic light signs, you know? Boop, 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 boop. And they're all opportunities for us to grow, to expand, to learn more about ourselves, our fellow humans, about the universe. It's really beautiful lights, signs that we have, opportunities, and they've been sugar-coated in such a bad way, in such a like negative emotions are very negative, but actually they're the most positive jumping stones we can have for self-growth and understanding and love and compassion, all of that. Yes, so I think this is all for guilt. Wishing you all a beautiful day. Thank you for tuning in. Thank you for checking out my video, and sending you lots and lots of love. Bye.